And it is time. We're hitting Summoners of Tier for our third and final game over at Meta HSE. And between Salle and Kingsgrove North, we are seeing some interesting things. I think the big ones for me is the cleanse on the Jinx, which I actually don't dislike. But more importantly, it is a fasting center strategy, Quirky, and that makes me really nervous.
Yeah, a bit worried. As you can see, he did take fleet footwork to help him sustain a little bit in that situation. But yeah, it's not going to be pretty, especially if he has teleport. I do like the teleport, though, in the sense that you are looking for more opportunities around the map rather than playing for the lane, which you should be in that matchup. So yeah, really good decision there. We're just going to have to see how he's actually going to use it now. I do want to talk about the team comp, though, from the side of Kingsgrove. A little bit odd, because you have a lot of team fighting monsters like the Malphite, like the Lilia. But at the same time, you have a Zed, which doesn't really play into team fights. So I'm not sure what the overall goal or the plan is for Kingsgrove right now. They could just be picking for lane.
I would lean more towards the likes of a 1-4 style with the Zed, because with the center you should be able to keep a lot of range. The Malphite could look for fights around the objectives. So I feel like a 1-4 playing around objectives could be quite nice in this situation. We'll have to see, of course, how the teams do choose to play it. As I was thinking in the bottom lane already, Panda in the support role, or the farming role, I should say, taking a lot of views. But I love the center damage. Like, anytime they're walking up for a trade, their center is just wailing away with those autos and, of course, the Q. It's doing so much work already.
Yeah, it's another thing about fasting center. They will get level 2, though. But since you don't need to worry about CSing, you actually have more brain space to focus on harassing. So that is a underlooked advantage. Oh, so you're ganking the mid lane here.
Loco is in a bit of a bad position here and just will get nuked down, yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, very early gank from Lilia, just straight from top side. Oh my god, Dextrox though.
Yeah, Dextrox Flash is not able to get the third proc of the Z resonating though, and they do get parallel convergence, but I don't think it's going to do anything but buy time. Panda should be able to run them down. Flash auto, that will be 2 kills already given over to Kingsgrove North.
Yeah, that is not what you want in this mid lane matchup. Your Yone is already at a disadvantage just because of how the matchup is. This is the last thing you need. Lilia pathing straight. Clear top side, didn't even bother bottom side, straight to mid. Noticing that the Yone pushed up. Yone does have the stronger level 1 in the sense that it's got a shorter cooldown. It's melee versus melee, so he can constantly poke and threaten the wave. Oh my god, is this an early 4-man bottom?
Yeah, it is. Lemonade and Prodigy realizing, well, this wasn't on the blueprints. I don't like this very much. Lemonade will get nuked. Prodigy might get out alive, courtesy of that black shield there. But Panda's not making it easy on this Lilia, wailing away with that weird looking stick thing, and will force the recall out of Prodigy's Jinx.
Yeah, very active. Still, Lilia still hasn't cleared her bot side. Just gank, gank, gank. Wants to make these things happen. Has worked so far. 2 kills on the board. You're snowballing your mid laner. The Zed's got 2 assists and a kill. He's got that Dirk compared to a single Doran's Blade in that mid lane. That is absolutely huge. Top lane as well, Saint.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Hopefully he should live there. Yeah, Turret was not able to get a second shot off there, so this is a disaster for the top lane. But I suppose, like, of all things, if that's the one area you're losing pressure on, Set versus the Malphite, that's an acceptable loss for Kingsgrove, considering their Lilia is 2-0, and the Zed already has a kill in their back pocket, and this could be a turnaround. Saint might have the damage output. One more hit will do it, but the Haymaker is able to buy far too much room.
Dextrox, meanwhile, in the mid lane, trying to look for something, not quite finding anything there on the Zed, having that W available. But yeah, the top lane used TP to catch a Moko here, just trying to crash the wave. So, but like you said, Malphite not the worst champion to fall behind, and you are still useful with that unstoppable force no matter what. So overall, it's still a very ideal situation. Is see another gank on the bot side.
CC landing on to the center there, forced to run for it. The Nautilus is able to get out alive. The heal actually clutch coming through to make sure no one got CC'd up, and the gank attempt from Dextrox, but it did not come to fruition.
Now, interesting thing I want to see is last time Dextrox ran over the game because he did get that first blood early. And that was a very dicey first blood. It could have gone either way. Now that he's a bit down, I want to see how he's going to handle this game. You see a gank in the top side right now as well.
Yeah. Does he get out alive? Has the Haymaker available? Tries to actually turn it around on a Panda. One more hit would do it, but once again getting out without any trouble there. Deathmark dropped in the middle lane of Panda. Loco forced to flash to safety, but flash for flash there. The Ignite is dropped as well as the Malphite unstoppably charges in. Loco will lose their life surely to God. One more hit will do it. Panda steals it from off the wall.
Yeah, that's that's really rough. Just that Zed bit of a misplay in the sense that he missed his Razor Shurikens. Would have saved a lot of time from that chase if those Shurikens landed, but teammate did get the kill at the end, so mid lane is still winning. Dextrox though, trying to make something out of this one.
Should be able to get this kill. A couple more seconds, the time winder comes up, and Panda is just running the wrong way. Has the blast plant to go over the wall, but time winder misses Panda. He's not going to get out of here, but this looks cool. Like, credit where credit is due. That was cool.
He tried.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, like the idea was there. He wants to crash the wave, but just didn't really respect the jungle presence there. Still not going to be enough to go even for the mid lane on side of De La Salle right now. It is still very heavily favored towards Kingsgrove. The Zed can still run over your game. He can still outshove the Yone, can still make the Bromes. And look, they're looking for another play in this mid lane. Ping's going down.
Yeah, but Loco is rather safe as it. Loco is already actually out of the lane itself, although the Lilia is continuing to chase. The Strowsy comes through there. Loco not using the E that well, I don't think, as it misses the ultimate entirely. What is going on? Cue the clown music going on as Loco will finally fall. Dextrox taking him for a little bit of vengeance, but he will be forced to chrono break. Back to safety. Reinforcements come from the back end there of Lemonade, and the Super Mega Death Rocket is not available for the Jinx. So Prodigy has no qualms in this fight, no attempts to assist, as Lemonade might be in trouble. The ball gets hit by the bowling ball. Cold strike coming through as Prodigy's now forced to flash in that bottom lane. There is fighting all over the joint. The lamb is coming in for the slaughter, but it's not the lamb that is going down, but everything around him.
It's actually a deer. But
close enough.
Oh my god, he's not done. He's not done.
Ruin my lamb for the slaughter joke like that, buddy. This is what you get when you Prodigy suffers for your transgression against me, mate. As Saint is forced to also over the wall. And this game has been non-stop fighting from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, this Leah is not done. She's still in this jungle looking for another one. This Lemonade?
Yeah, looking for something.
Oh my
Lemonade.
god!
Oh! That's illegal! That's illegal! What is the damage output? Panda now forced to run for it. Doesn't have any summoner spells here. So will eventually just die to Dextrox.
Okay.
What a scrappy game coming up over there. Like, what is going on?
Okay, this Lilia is a bit crazy. 7 kills on the board. That should be completely illegal, not allowing to just like in their base virtually. But if you look at the vision, oh my god, mid lane.
Yeah, you know what's talking here. Loco is in trouble. Loco's dead.
He's just gonna get popped by the deathmark. Yeah, that's a Zed that's got 3 kills on the board. That's what happens. Dextrox, he's gonna try and do something here.
Yeah, Panda should get out fine though.
He might look for an outplay. It is doable to make a death rocket. Not quite finding it, but yeah, the Leah had like he knew he had teammates. De La Salle didn't have vision in their jungle. They assumed it was saved because it was their jungle, and we're only like under 10 minutes in the game. But he did have teammates there as well from the side of Kingsgrove to back it up. And this just shows like how dangerous or how important vision is even at this point in the game. And when your jungler is running over the map like this with 7 kills on the board, you saw how active this Lilia player is, just constantly ganking. Didn't even clear her bot side for like the first 2-3 minutes. And yeah, this Lilia is just gonna run over the map.
Yeah, and currently they didn't even recall. Sitting on a 700 gold bounty, sitting on 1100 gold in the inventory. As we're seeing another fight on the bottom side here, but it's not coming net too much. And we talked about this, when Nautilus overextends themselves, they get in trouble, but there's not enough damage output as the center is hitting like a damn truck down here. As a disengage forced away, Panda engages in the mid lane. The fighting once again continues, but this time I think the Zed gets out of fine.
As it should be fine here. His shadow should be up about right now. So should be sitting all pretty. Knows his jungler is nearby as well. But Black Shield in that bot lane used a bit early. The CC on that Jinx actually would have turned the fight around. And has Death Mark available. He is looking for this. There it is.
Yeah, coming through there. Oh, what is this going on between the edgelords and the jungle? Loco is having a rough time today.
Oh my god, Loco. At this point, it's just stat difference, item diff, really. This Zed is... You can outplay the Zed. He is... We did see Zed not consistently landing his shurikens. That's 2 or 3 times now that he hasn't landed his Razor Shurikens after that death mark. So that has to go punished at some point. But right now, he's just got a mythic item difference, as you see top lane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to top lane.
Oh my god, this is really rough for De La Salle.
This whole game has just been very aggressive. It's been fighting constantly non-stop.
Yeah, you would think that a lot of the fighting would be on the terms of De La Salle. Usually just because of the champions that they have drafted as well. Very playmaking orientated. But they are just right now getting out-rotated as we do see a dive in this top lane.
Yeah, there's a TP coming in from the flank, though. This could be something if they can get a good showstopper down onto the map. But the immediate flash from Saint gets Saint out without any problems. And the fighting continues. Where's it going to be next? Probably in the jungle, because I see the 2 mid laners posturing for positioning.
The Zed's 2 levels ahead. This is very dangerous.
Yeah, Ignite down. It is going to be the death mark as well. Loco doesn't even get the time to retreat to the soul. As Mowgli is in trouble, and the bowling ball lands. The spin to win comes through as well. Mowgli fighting off the best that they can, but it just doesn't matter. Panda will die on the back end of it, however. Yeah, so that's kind of worth. Set, you really want to make plays, or just anyone from the side of De La Salle, really. You have champions like Echo, Morgana, Yone, Set. You really want to engage. As we see another fight happening in this topside jungle. Yeah, this time Dextrox is going to get caught out there. No chrono break that will save them. And in the bottom lane, there's another fight here. Lemonade fighting off the best that they can, but I think that it's going to die here. They're not even able to turn that one around.
Yeah, this is already starting to be really one-sided. There is just going to be a huge power gap now between these teams after the next reset. And objectives will be how the map is going to get choked out from De La Salle. De La Salle needs to start taking control and just start getting information on these rivers. Prepare. They need to start preparing for the map to be choked out of them. Set wards in a bit unorthodox places, but enough to give you information to see how Kingsgrove are rotating. Because Kingsgrove's rotations are what made them behind. That is what they need to prepare for and what they need to find out about in order to stop the game from getting completely being demolished from them.
Yeah, and look at the gold difference right now. Basically 10k gold, which is the signifier for, well, it's an irrecoverable situation. Panda. The Zeds having a bit of fun in this game here, but Dextrox now looking for the center. Will they be able to get much? I don't really think they can afford to. The Dark Binding goes wide. The CC comes through. Lands on the Morgana, so Lemonade should die here. Loco looking for a good ultimate there. Will they be able to find it? There's a question. They shadow forwards there. Get 2 people with the ult. And immediately dies.
See, actually, Banshee's Veil, second item.
Oh, wait, no, he popped the Dark Shield. Lemonade's gonna die.
The bowling ball. Oh,
the bowling ball misses. And Saint is looking for something there. A nice parallel convergence. They might be able to put down the Lilia. Finally taking him down there. Massive shutdown. And Saint can't kill anyone. This is heartbreaking.
Oh, The Zed looking for a cleanup. This could be clean. Decides to back off though. But yeah, that is a shutdown going towards Dextrox. So Dextrox really needed that. Has that rocket belt now, so has that extra mobility to help him with any outplay potential in these future skirmishes. But at this point, you really got to start thinking, what can we do to trade these objectives? They're starting to push our map now. This is where our turrets are going to start getting pressured. The mid turret is already down. This is the general signifier of when the mid game starts rolling around and then when the map starts opening up. They need to have a plan on how to hold on to this mid game. Let that Jinx scale, let this Yone scale. We've seen what Yone can do once he has the core item power spikes. So it's not completely over for them yet, but they need to hold on.
Yeah, but the question is, will they be able to? You know, the Dragon scaling isn't in favor of either team just yet, but it's quite clear from these kind of skirmishes that it's not really able to do much to fight back, as we see the bot come through on to Dextrox. He's going to go down. Lemonade. Oh, you can join your jungle at base with a free trip from the Lilia.
Yeah, that beautiful use of that.
Sage, what? What kind of team like is that?
Look at that
illegal
ward.
is what that is.
It's right under the tower, that ward. Oh my god, that is crazy.
What the hell?
Didn't quite have ultimate there as well, so maybe a bit of a mistiming on that one. But the idea was there at least. But yeah, this this Lilia too, having a Banshees and now a stopwatch on the second item. Oh my god, the Zed is actually...
Well, no, gets out alive actually. Did not get the death mark execution, but this game has just turned into an absolute fight. This is a 2D fighting game at this point, with the amount of fighting going on here.
Oh yeah, this is like Super Smash Bros, where like you're all on the map and you just try to knock each other out as quick as possible.
Yeah, you're pressing all of the buttons and you don't really know what combo you're doing, but there's a combo somewhere in there and you accidentally win around. You're like, wait, what's going on? What am I doing?
Yeah, yeah, what's going on? That's like the story of this Lilia, like in their base, like, hey, what's going on, guys?
I'm pressing Q, it's working!
what am I doing here, guys? It's working!
Alright, without looking, how many Dark Harvest stacks is Lilia sitting on at 18 minutes?
18 minutes? I'm gonna guess about 10 to 12. That's my
Panda,
guess.
On the Lilia, is sitting on 20!
20
Dark Harvest stacks right now. What the hell?
That is nuts. 20.
Yes,
yeah, that's why we saw how Dextrox earlier in that Dragon Pit. We did see how much damage that Dark Harvest do. It's just deadly, along with Leandri's as well. And the fact that he's got a Banshees and a stopwatch just means that he can do crazy things without getting punished. Like, we saw that Banshees tank that Yone ulti earlier on. Doesn't matter. Even if that's gone, like right now, has that stopwatch. Isn't afraid to just go in there. Look at him, just frontlining.
Piling in, but the issue is that he doesn't have the damage to kill them. As Panda and Mowgli trading it out there, but they did lose the Senna, which is a bit of a problem here. Dextrox is trying to buy time, though. He's just going to go down here. You cannot try and fight Kingsgrove North in a head-on fight. You are never going to win that. You need to pick them off one at a time, ideally, because even in a fair fight, this isn't fair. This is bullying.
That's what we're saying.
No.
Stopwatch. Look at the Leandris and the passive. Oh my god. That's just so brutal. That's exactly what we're saying. Having that stopwatch, not afraid to just frontline and tower dive when you have a Malphite on your team and a Nautilus. So just playing very aggressively, as you should when you're this ahead, looking for opportunities to crush the opponent even further, breaking this map. The mid inhib, the inner turret now is down, so that gives them even more room to rotate. The next plan should be just start controlling either their top or bottom side, depending on whether they want that soul or they want to end it early with Baron, which I think is the better option for them. So we do see her going top side, and Baron is spawning soon, so this might... the next fight might just be the make or break.
I don't think Kingsgrove North is going to look for the Baron. Yes, they are really, really far ahead, but I still would be hesitant to look at a 20-minute Baron when most of your members are putting together their second items. Like, look down the board here. The only person with 2 fully completed items is the jungler and the mid laner. I'm talking about a mid laner here. Prodigy will just get bullied. I kind of respect that Prodigy took the time to dance. Like, I respect that.
kind of a doom situation, as we'd call it. But that's just what happens when you side lane as an ADC against a very fed assassin mid.
If you say side laning, they were at their tier 2.
Like, yeah, but it's a Zed though. It is still side laning, and it's a Zed that's got like 3 dashes, excluding the flash. So it is, and you're also a Jinx on top of that. Like maybe if you're someone like for the likes of Kai'Sa or even like a Vayne, you can at least semi-coin flip the outplay. But as like an immobile character, it really is like a death sentence, and with cleanse nonetheless, which doesn't really do anything against Zed. So yeah, pretty dangerous. As we do see them gonna be rotated to the mid now, where they ideally want to be, because they do need that wave clear to hold on to their base. Sending that set, as we saw there, to the match to Zed is the correct call, as we did see that the Zed isn't quite able to kill that set in the direct 1v1 yet. So it's not over just yet. The set does have 2 items now, should be feeling comfortable as Panda on this Leah.
Yeah, just charging forwards here, yet another fight. This could be that fight that makes or breaks it, and I think I know which way it's going to go here, as it will be De La Salle just getting slaughtered right outside of their base. They poked their head out of the little hidey hole, and unfortunately, they got swatted.
Yeah, not only did they get swatted, they still managed to, on the side of Kingsgrove, they managed to get the dragon, and they also managed to get a top turret, or will get a top turret. So that's objectives on both sides of the map after a losing team fight. So it's really, that's a really brutal beating. You can't really lose more than that.
I mean, you probably could. I don't know how, but you probably could. I'm sure there's a world of it. As the dragon was, of course, secured. That's 3 now in the favor of Kingsgrove. So the timer of the soul is forever getting closer in this game. So let's find out. Now, where's it going to go? Like, where could it go from here, I should say? Like, is it just going to be wait a couple minutes, start up the Baron, and let the Baron push basically just win from there?
They can literally just do what they do right now. Just fish for fights, because fights are Kingsgrove's to win right now. See, they had that Banshees blocking that Black Shield right there. Just look at that. Just
have some mercy! They have friends! They have families! You can't do this to them! Oh, no, Loco!
The soul unbound!
No,
oh
Loco!
no!
Loco, don't go back! Loco, don't do it! Loco, don't do it! No! As they're fighting off the best that they can, but they can't do anything! They are so far behind! It's just heartbreaking to witness.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, they should just fish for fights just like that. Having just drop vision in their jungle and just take their camps, treat it like it's yours, invade their land. They can't really do anything about it. They can't contest it. They're too weak right now. And you just win off of these fights. As you see right here. Just
it's not as much of a fight as much as it's just pushing right click, basically.
It's just like, it's like picking fruits from a tree, you know? Just like, oh yeah, there's one. We'll grab that. Oh, there's another one out here, over here. We'll grab that too. Oh my god, they're grabbing all of them!
Yeah, that's the slaughterhouse, and the fight over before it has truly begun. Kingsgrove with an insurmountable lead in this situation. I don't think even if De La Salle brought in more members to this game, they'd be able to do anything in this situation. They are simply too far behind. There is no recovering this situation.
Holy crap.
It's the Nexus. Everything that's left, unfortunately, is merely a formality between these two teams. The Nexuses will fall. The Nexus turrets will crumble, as will De La Salle in this game. An execution from Kingsgrove North. The Nexus goes down, and that will be our third and final match of the day, done and dusted.
Just as soon as they is it though? Is it done and dusted? Hold on.
There's surely
Hold
not.
on.
They're fighting through oh my god, they're shutting down. They're actually getting the kills. The game isn't over. Saint, hit the Nexus! No, he couldn't hit the Nexus! Panda now with 1v3. Can they do it on the Zed? No, they're gonna CC'd up. They're dead. And just... Okay, public service notice. Hit the Nexus! Just hit it! Please!
We did see a bit of this last time I was here as well. Just teams are getting a bit too laid back at this point. Yeah, sure, there is virtually no way for De La Salle to come back even after that one, but they do have to start realizing that, like, hey guys, it's almost the finals. Let's just play and just finish the game. You know,
yeah,
just get the win, guys.
Take the Baron, push it down the middle.
Yeah, that is probably looking for right now is do see the Nautilus taking a vision of it, but it's just this whole game has just been so one-sided. Apart from that last fight, which I don't even know if we can call that a fight. It's more like a intentional goof around by Kingsgrove that ended in them kind of low-key what we like to call a false throw.
Yeah, it should be fun though. Prodigy gets hit away from the other side of the map at this point now. Prodigy, trying to do what they can. Panda gets deleted on the front line there. The rest of the team is piling into the fight, but it's a slaughter! No! You cannot do this again! You cannot be doing this again! Surely Dextrox, can he fight this round? He's got Loco, a backup Loco trying to turn around. Can they get it is the question. The answer is simply no. Prodigy, the last man standing for the team, and is being beaten up by a mountain.
He's trying so hard. That was pretty good though. That was pretty good kiting. That was pretty. I'll give that one to him. I'll give that one to him. That was pretty decent. But yeah, Panda now kind of realizing, like, yeah, there you go, in the game, in the game,
in the game,
in the game. There we go.
There we go. The game finally ends between Kingsgrove North and De La Salle, ending the way we expected it, but did take a little bit longer than we expected in this match. But how much can we really say about that? That was just Lilia kind of running rampant. She first of all started off with a great mid gank, just straight away. Virtually nobody expects it. There was no wards at that point in the game. She just did only one half of the map, just her top side, and then just passed straight to mid. Yone was pushed up, as naturally in that mashup at the level 1. He will be, has more AoE, can damage the minions quicker, so he will push up. Punish that by an early gank, an early first blood, finds another good skirmish in the mid lane to get the Zed ahead, but also getting another kill for herself, snowballing the Lilia even further. And that happened for like another 2 skirmishes. And then they went 4-man bot lane between that. And it was just no coming back after that. De La Salle just couldn't find any opportunities to out-rotate this Lilia or to trade any objectives. They just had no window to play with. And eventually, along with this Lilia to begin with, and also the lead that she gave the Zed in this mid lane, it was just completely brutal. And once the Malphite started roaming around with his unstoppable force, you combine that with the fed Lilia AoE, that's just done and dusted. Yeah. But I think we will take a quick look at the Optus and Torrens University player of the game. Surprise, surprise! It will be the Jungle Panda on this Lilia. 27, 3, and 9. Sort of basically set everything up from the start with those early ganks that you were talking about, and just took over the game from there in a phenomenally one-sided and dominating fashion. With a bit of silliness thrown in there at the end, but I suppose you can always forgive that, right?
Yeah, at this point, yes, you can, but they really do have to stop doing that as they start competing at a higher level. Things like that will eventually lose you games, believe it or not. And I hope it doesn't take that situation. I hope it doesn't take a lost game from that to kind of wake them up. But yeah, that is something that it's good to have fun, but it is a tournament, and you're here to win.
Yeah,
So
well, with that win, they will make their lives a little bit easier coming into the finals coming soon. So, guys, on that note, that is our third and final game over here at Meta HSE done and dusted. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody who took the time to, of course, watch the stream. We appreciate the viewership and the support that you give yourself, give us and the teams for this. And on that note, guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you for a future cast.